funded 6 figures at 20 years old for your sports betting, was able to make 11% on the account. I kind of want to get into the strategy and stuff and figure out how you were able to get to that, that $11,000 payout. I know a lot of people out there are trying to be in a similar position. So, placing a certain unit size, keeping good risk management, discipline, consistency, do you think that all plays a role in being successful when doing a sports betting prop firm? What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Funded Sports Trader interview. We are sitting down today with Ali. He is 20 and just received an $11,000 payout from our firm. Ali, how are we doing today, bro?
I'm pretty good, man. How about you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for coming and sitting down with us today. We want to go over a little bit about you first, get into kind of how you were able to get that $11,000 payout, and hopefully give some tips and stuff to the audience on how you're able to do that. But first, like I said, kind of give us a brief, introduction on yourself, where you're from, and maybe like how you got started in sports betting.
Yeah, so I'm Ali. I'm 20. I'm just starting off in college and stuff. And I got into sports betting about 7 months ago. I initially started out with like a sports picking group chat, and I just tagged their plays for a couple of months and stuff. And I just like learned to just grow and learn about all sports betting, like how the industry was. And it was a nice, fun experience. So I thought, I'm just gonna explore options now.
That's awesome. And how long ago was that when you did start getting kind of in the sports betting industry? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I started off sports betting about 7 months ago. I initially started off with a $2,000 bankroll, and I grew it to like 3,000 or 4,000 in like 2 months of like tagging plays with the group chat. And then, I saw like other people making like big plays and like big money moves, and I thought like, wow, like I'm just in college, like I don't got like crazy money. So I was looking for a way to kind of get more money in my betting. So I was looking for like sports picking prop firms out there, and I came across one before FST, and I tried them out. I did some challenges. I eventually got a payout, and it was nice, but I felt like the rules and stuff always changed and it wasn't consistent. So I just started looking around for more, and I came across the Funded Sports Trader. And yeah, for about 3.5 months, I kind of just grinded my way through and got a payout.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, bro. I saw that, I went over all your picks, you're funded $100,000, guys, funded 6 figures at 20 years old for your sports betting, was able to make 11% on the account. Actually, you made more, but you got the $11,000 payout, which is absolutely insane. So congratulations on your success. We're obviously happy to have you. I want to ask, what are some of the things that you do like about the Funded Sports Trader that drew you over to, our firm?
Yeah, so when I was looking around for another sports trading platform that hopefully had more consistency in their rules and more of their payouts and things, I came across the Funded Sports Trader, and I learned that they had a Discord that had like an open general chat where anyone could just ask questions, and they were quickly answered by the support team there. And going over their frequently asked questions and their rules, it was pretty consistent. I liked how it was kind of like like-minded in the way they thought about, not having a time limit on a challenge. That was really helpful. It didn't give you like the stress or like, making you so you have to like force a bet, and like if it was a bad bet, or like even if you get lucky, you're just like building bad habits, so like no discipline or sports placing management picks.
Yeah, we're really trying to look out for the bettor when it comes to, like I said, making you guys not have to have a time limit so you guys can have as much time as you want to go place as much picks, as you can. But I kind of want to get into the strategy and stuff and figure out how you were able to get to that, that $11,000 payout. I know a lot of people out there are trying to be in a similar position. So, if you have any, do you have a strategy? What are some kind of tips and tricks you can kind of tell the audience about how you're able to get funded that 6 figures, $100,000, and then make it to that $11,000 payout?
Yeah. So what I learned in this industry is that you have to kind of be like picky in what bets you take. Not every bet is a bet you should take, and sometimes it's like just a bad day. Like you gotta like move on. The market is always like a different day that you can make better picks on. So I've learned to just usually skip days, or if I was just feeling like I want to do a small bet, see how it goes, I'll just do like a little bit of risk management just so it doesn't, overall affect me mentally or my bankroll at all.
Yeah, 100%. And then what are your thoughts on, placing a certain unit size, keeping good risk management, discipline, consistency? Do you think that all plays a role in being successful when doing a sports betting prop firm?
100%, especially unit size and being consistent. When you're consistent with your unit size, you're not over risking. You kind of have a better mental in your mood. Like you're not gonna like you have less tendency to like overtrade or revenge trade if something like you're overconfident on goes wrong. You just feel like it's like the worst way possible, or like it's a robbery, and then you just go overtrade and start losing more money. It's like just like a dwindling down process. Yeah, full tilt.
Everyone goes full tilt here and there, so you got to be consistent. That's why I wanted to bring it up. Is a lot of people we see all the data kind of that comes from, people betting on our firm. And obviously there's some people who will be consistent for a good period of time and then go full tilt and, not remain consistent. So you obviously were able to. You showed us that you're a consistent trader through our evaluation, funded you the money, then you followed through on your end after we gave you the money to actually be consistent. You followed your strategy and were able to make it to that payout. So I want to talk about maybe some of the, bets you did to get to that payout. What are some of your favorite sports to, place bets on?
Right, yeah. So my top three is definitely UFC, baseball, and football, mainly like NFL and MLB in those sports.
Yeah, I saw that's where a lot of the wins came from, and also you had that ice hockey too. Ice hockey, you had over like a $4,000 win on one of the days. That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, you did. I saw a lot of the picks get paid out upwards of $4,000 on a single sports bet. You know what I'm saying? How does that feel?
Yeah, it definitely is the fact that I'm enabled to even do that in the first place, being able to place like those kind of big bets, and they were more confident bets, or I felt like if it wasn't gonna go the way I wanted to, it's okay. I can just like move on to the next bet. So that definitely gave me a better chance when I had the sports picking or the bankroll to do so.
Yeah, and I want to ask, before you were funded with us, and you're using your own bankroll to place picks and stuff, what was the biggest win you had gotten from a single sports bet?
Yeah, I think my biggest win so far on my own money was probably a UFC parlay. It was a 1-to-1 odd, and I staked like about 300, so I made 300, just basically double my money, and that was a pretty good feeling.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. How does it feel now that it be funded over six figures, and then in a single bet you're making upwards of four? I think your biggest win I saw was like $4,800, which is absolutely crazy.
It's a surreal feeling. First of all, like just being funded the amount was already crazy. I was like being like, wow, imagine like being funded this kind of money, and then on top of that, the payout. It was like a crazy feeling. Like, still like trying to land it in the mood.
Yeah, still trying to fathom it. Yeah, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
How did it feel even before the payout? Like, how did it feel to even get funded six figures, like $100,000 at 20 years old?
Yeah, so just being funded six figures alone is a crazy feeling. And it's like, wow, like it just like feels like you just bring a lot of opportunity for yourself to be funded that amount of money. And it definitely encourages you to have better risk management and discipline, because like it's such like a big size that one unit is like almost $1,000 on a pick, which most people aren't even placing on a bet. So it gives you the ease of mind, just like being able to put like 1%, being consistent, and it just like at the end of the day, it can give you a crazy amount of pay for not even a lot of risk.
Yeah, 100%. That's the whole model, is we're trying to seek out profitable sports bettors, fund you with the necessary funds, so then show us you're consistent, and we'll take a profit share of it, and you guys get to eat as well, you know what I'm saying? You're leaving proof of it, you know what I'm saying? 20 years old, getting funded six figures, and then getting an $11,000 payout, bro. At the end of the day, like, we were super happy when we heard your story, how old you were, you're just a college kid, and, we're able to get you five figures in funds to then get to go and do whatever you want with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you said a second ago you didn't have that type of funds before, so we're happy now. We're funding you with your own bankroll. You can go place picks on your own, but at the end of the day, you had the skill set, and you showed us in the beginning that you're able to do that. So congratulations on the hard work and stuff to get here.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. If it wasn't for you guys with the opportunity, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I want to ask, like, were you skeptical at first when you came across sports betting prop firms, and what kind of made you take that leap of faith to trust it and kind of try a evaluation in the first place?
Oh yeah, I was like super skeptical at first, just like the whole concept of sports like betting prop firms at first, and then I tried my first prop firm. It went well for the beginning, and then started dwindling down, and then I had to gain trust of another prop firm again, or prop firm had gained my trust again. So I was feeling skeptical, especially when they were starting to like get in like bigger money, like offering like 100K up to 300K. I was thinking like, yo, like this is BS. There's no way,
Yeah.
But I was wrong. I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool thing.
We get that all the time, because we say we'll bet you, we'll fund you anywhere from $5,000 up to $300,000. And everyone off the bat tries to say it's a scam. They don't believe in it. And that's why we try to do interviews like this and try to shed light on people like yourself that, no, we're actually out here changing people's lives, funding them the necessary funds to ultimately, like, all of us, at least myself, also has a background with prop firms where it gave me the leverage and the capital to be able to get payouts and then use that for other things, fund different businesses, and ultimately just, make some side income that you never would have thought, more than, like you said, the couple $100 here and there. Because we all have sports bet before. We all just place little bets, but this is a way to actually get to go and place $5,000 bets, paid out $5,000 in single bets, you know what I'm saying? So that's amazing. Then I want to ask, like, did you kind of start with the smaller kind at first to get kind of used to it? Like, how did you kind of work up to that $100,000? And was it easy on your psychology, or was it kind of hard to go from the smaller accounts to the bigger ones?
Yeah, so initially starting out, I just started with the $5,000 bankroll, see how I can do. Just put some picks there just to try out the interface, learn everything just so before, because I was already planning from the beginning to like kind of go on a bigger bankroll, but I just wanted to try out before I could put myself to the test on a bigger bankroll. And psychology wise, I just thought, you know what, if you can do on 5,000, you can do 100,000. You're just doing the same strategy, It's just different money and if anything, better opportunities. If anything, it just made my psychology a lot better because I knew I could risk less on a play and not have to stress over it and payouts look much better anyways.
Yeah, 100%. And like you said, if you can trade it and bet on a $5,000 account and get, be successful on that one, then there's no reason why you couldn't go and do that on a bigger account. Because if you're trading a $10,000 account, and you make 10%, you can go and do that same $10,000 account, make $10,000, but that's 10% on a $100,000 account using the same risk management, but just like same, not risk management, but same percentage wise. Yeah, I keep messing up right there, but use the same percentage wise on the bigger size account and you'll be able to then go and make a lot more if you get that funding of $100,000. So, what are kind of your next steps going to the future? Now you've gotten this payout. Are you trying to get more funding? Are you trying to get more payouts? Like what are kind of the next steps?
Yeah, my initial plan probably from the beginning is like, whether it was the 5,000 account or the $100,000 account, I was thinking like, you know what? They do give a pretty good maximum of like 300,000. So that was my next goal with prop firm, getting funded, getting the payout, and then basically reinvesting into my account to like, increase my profits, my potential, and even just like practice different strategies on other accounts.
Yeah.
That was also the plan.
That's awesome. And then are you someone who believes there is an edge in sports betting? Do you feel like with your strategy and stuff there's an edge, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, when I started out, I initially started with the sports picking group chat and their experience helped me a lot because I kind of learned that they had an edge over most people. Whether they weren't just betting on a group or they weren't just betting on a sports or like a team just because they loved that team and stuff. They, just looked at it from data and they saw that, like I love this team, but they're probably not gonna win this game, So they just looked at it as like, what's a better way of looking at it? Like, oh, I want my team to win or I want to make profit. And they looked at it as a profit way. And that's the strategy. So like make profit and move on.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I'm glad you brought up the data thing. We are a data company. That's literally what we are. We're data driven. I'm super data driven. I believe in data more than people, you know what I'm saying? Numbers don't lie. So that's absolutely amazing, bro. I'm glad that you're able to realize that. You obviously have a good head on your shoulders. You're able to go, 11%, you got 11% payout, but like, could you imagine, you said your next steps is to go get up to $300,000, which we do allow in funding. Could you imagine 11% on 300,000?
That's like already 3 times. Like,
yeah,
if that happens, I don't know. That's like crazy. Like, even whether it's like just in general, even if I was like in college or had a degree with like another job, that's like still a crazy amount, compared to the average salary and stuff.
I want to ask you, like, are you someone who thinks that like, it's smart to go and place a bunch of different bets in the day, or you kind of believe in placing a couple a day and letting the odds and probabilities kind of play out, or how do you kind of tackle that?
Yeah, so actually when I first started off, I was doing like multiple picks and I just did like multiple picks, like different sports. Like maybe I was just doing like 2 baseball games and like a basketball game, and kind of like learned that it was just too stressful just like watching out every game, like seeing how this one's doing, and like had to make profit, you would kind of need a lot of games to win. So I just like switch up the strategy and just do like a single play, or like maybe if the single play doesn't work, just do like a makeup play that I'm really confident in, just so I can like, not worry about too many games, not have too much stress, and just be confident in one pick and like put a good amount of trust in that one pick.
Yeah, like you said, find the one golden nugget in it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like in this industry, you gotta be picky. The books don't care about the bet as long as like it benefits them.
Mm-hmm.
But you just gotta look for a bet that benefits you at the end of the day, and just like leaves you confident or makes your strategy better.
I like that. The books don't care. That's absolutely amazing. And then how about yourself? Like, do you have a sports background? Did you play sports in the past? Like, how did you kind of, have you always loved sports? Why'd you start getting into sports betting?
Well, when I was young, I used to get into basketball with my brother, and I learned I didn't really like basketball. I kind of like more physical setting, like maybe football or wrestling or MMA. And so I went into high school doing wrestling and finished off with wrestling. And then that kind of grew my whole love for like things like watching the UFC on Saturday nights and stuff. And so that's kind of like my sports thing. And then I do like watching MLB sometimes as well.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. And I want to ask you, as someone who's gone through betting your own money, then also now is getting paid out, with a sports betting prop firm, what are your thoughts? What are the pros and cons? Do you think, do you like betting your own money, or do you like the concept of prop firms more?
I think prop firms, like, they offer like huge opportunity, especially this kind of amount that FST offers. I think the pros and cons are definitely better on the pro side. Just, the whole psychology thing, just knowing that you're not even risking your own money at the end of the day and the payouts are bigger and stuff. It's just a better feeling. knowing that your strategy is good and money is not going to limit you. It's not going to be, just like $5 bets or like $50 bets. It's like, you're looking into $1,000 bets now. And so
Hmm.
that's what I like about prop firms.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Do you think that, people should go the prop firm route? Is that kind of, you think, better, or do you think people should risk their own money, when it comes to sports betting?
I think people should just do like what they're comfortable with. I think with prop firms though, that's probably gonna be the most comfortable you could be because at the end of the day, you're not risking your money, you're risking someone else's money. And usually it's a bigger bankroll than the average bankroll. So I would say prop firms are definitely the way to go, at least starting out. And then you could always look into just like funding your own bankroll using their money and stuff.
Yeah. And then, once again, we kind of talked about the skepticism stuff, but as, people out there, they're still skeptical about the sports betting prop firm. You're obviously living proof. I wanted you to kind of give some words of advice to just being open-minded, because at the end of the day, you have to be open-minded to even take the leap of faith, to trust in the evaluation, to trust in a sports betting platform, to then go through it and at the end really have hopes that you are going to get paid out like you did. So, just some words of advice or encouragement for people out there who, may be skeptical, but then also just won't take that leap of faith.
Right. Yeah. Just like how you're putting money on that player or on that team or on that whole like league thing. It's just like putting your money on just getting a better opportunity or like getting a better chance to have a bigger opportunity on, whether it's just like refining a strategy or getting bigger payouts. That's just what I put my money on, like scared money don't make no money.
Yeah, scared money don't make no money. I love that. That's awesome. And then, being a part of the FST fam, you're obviously going to be here along with us. I hope to do further interviews with you. We're going to be checking in about these next challenges you're going to do. Road to getting funded 300K. You're obviously funded that 100K now, which has been absolutely amazing. 20 years old, college student, went from $300 little bets to then, like I said, guys, in single bets, I was seeing multiple times he had over $4,000, $4,500, $4,800 single, wins on different types of sports, football. You said baseball, UFC. I saw some hockey and other things in there as well, which is super
like
fun.
Basketball.
Yeah. We love to see you active in the Discord, talking to other people. I love how you said that you like the like-minded people in the Discord. Everyone does see the opportunity with prop firms, which is amazing. And, we can't wait to, interview you again. We hope to keep being able to pay you out and stuff. And, before we kind of wrap up and stuff, I want you to kind of give some motivation out there for anyone who may be, not in the best position or something, as someone who went through the trials and tribulations and made it out to get a 5-figure payout on a 6-figure account that wasn't even their own money. What are some motivation you can kind of tell to people out there?
Yeah, so I would say definitely start small. The prop firm already just $25 for $1,000 account. That's already crazy. So just starting small, like you can just start off with like a small account, try it out, learn TFST, like build up on your strategies and stuff, and then start looking at bigger payouts and then bigger accounts. And at the end of the day, you're like, it's all just like if you just want to try it out, like see if you're even good at sports betting, like you don't have to risk thousands of dollars or stuff like that. You're just risking someone else's money.
That's awesome, bro. But thank you so much for coming to the interview, guys. We're going to wrap it up right there. Make sure to like and subscribe and stay along the journey of trying to see if Ollie can make it to that $300,000 of funding. Hopefully, bro, when we get to that next payout, we'll be doing another interview. And, people in the comments, let us know how you guys like the interview. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of you guys on the leaderboard coming and getting payouts in the near future. If you guys need anything, message our support. If you guys have questions about FST, join our Discord. We're fully transparent. We literally have a whole community of people in there that we talk to daily. Like Ollie, if they have questions, they can ask us directly. And we have a team working 24/7 to help you guys. So make sure you guys, if you need anything, don't be afraid to reach out. But Ollie, thank you so much for being here, bro. And
thanks for having me.
Any last minute words?
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. There we go, guys. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe and have a good one, guys. Peace out.